Go live.
All right, let's go. We are live here. It is NFL Live Line doing a little pregame show. Holden, Keg, wonderful to be with you. So we're going to call this one NFL Live Line pregame, but it's going to be late steam, market moves, news, analysis, best picks. I know you get your buddy Ramon joining us today to talk about some steam and some moves before these games start. Keg, we started meeting back in February, and we had our game on Thursday night. We crushed everything. I tailed on you on Friday. We crushed, and now it's Sunday, and we're going to go crush again. I'm excited, my friend. How are you today?
I'm doing well, man. It's been a grind, but the season's finally here, and I'm pumped.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, what do we got? We got 25 plus hours of live streaming every day. Today, you can check out our premium show, NFL Live Line, from 1 to whenever the 4 o'clock games end. And then Keg and I are going to be live betting tonight, the Rams and the Lions. That game will come on like 5 minutes before kick, so 8:15 Eastern time. If you've not signed up for the site yet, we got a 1 week free trial. All you got to do is type in the code Nuke NFL, 1 week free trial. Make sure you do it in the monthly side of things. My friends, hello. And you and I are not as excited as Terry Bradshaw, by the way. Did you hear what Terry Bradshaw said?
I did not. I can't wait to hear it.
I haven't been this excited since my aunt taught me how to play spin the bottle. That's how Terry Bradshaw got the season going. He's from Louisiana, though, so it counts.
Okay. Yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, and he's got 4 Super Bowl rings. So, I mean, I'm going to question him anyways. It's very, very, very sick. Anyways, let's talk about this slate, my friend. We got the game plan up, and I think the most important thing today is to help people get our live plays. And in order to do that, you got to be in our Discord. And if you're not in our Discord, too bad. But, Keg, you know better than me because I'm still getting messages from everybody because I'm the biggest idiot that works at the house.
Are you going to ask me how to turn notifications on? Because
yes.
I don't know.
Well, hold on a second. We're a live betting company, and you and I don't know how to do the live betting notifications?
Wait a minute. Are
you shitting me?
I don't need the notifications. I give them. So all I do is send it out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you're also the lead shareholder here. You know, me and Cooper tied for number 2.
Listen,
bro. Put a pinned message up there in Discord. Hold on, folks. A bombshell has just been dropped here on the late steam. The steam.
I'm sleeping 2.5 hours a night.
The club.
I'm gonna join the club.
What are you?
Listen, bro. You figure out the notifications. I'll pick the winners.
All right.
Okay.
Here's what I did. I went into Discord and I clicked on Nuke the House, and at the top it says Nuke the House Sports Betting, and under that, it's going to give you settings and notifications. So you click on notifications, you put on all messages. That's what I did, at least. Mobile push notifications for NTH in-game plays. And if I get every single message, fine. If I only get the bets, fine. But that's how we're going to do it.
The only thing that I don't like about, we've had a bunch of signups. Everything's going well, but there are not enough people in the Discord. Like, I don't know what people are doing that are signing up. You got to get in the Discord. It's invaluable. Every single live bet play that we make is going into that Discord where you could be notified. And if you don't do that, you're going to miss out on a ton of winners, a ton.
Yeah.
You have to get in the Discord and you have to put the notifications on. You could link into the Discord directly through the site. I believe it's on the accounts page at the bottom. There's a button. Connect the Discord, you're in, and then at least you'll get all the live plays.
The most important thing to have here is the Discord, because not only are you getting the live picks, but you're also getting information, you're getting knowledge from our bettors. But the other thing is, if you're not going to do the notifications, just watch the live show then. And again, we're going to give it to you for free this week and this week only. But boy, did we absolutely crush these first 2 days. We're going to do it again today. Keg, I know you wanted to talk about late steam and stuff like that. I want to get a couple of news and notes out there just in case people are sleeping. No T. Higgins. Jamar Chase is playing. Jeff Darlington, NFL Network, says that the Bengals are going to ease Chase back in, whatever that means. I've heard easing guys back in, and then the guys go out there and play 60 snaps. So that's one thing. Russell Wilson, he is the third quarterback today. He's almost inactive. He's not inactive. So let me ask you this: we got a play in this Pittsburgh Atlanta game. What do you think about Justin Fields starting now?
I think it's better for us.
Really?
Yeah, I'm super down on Russ, man. I know people don't like Fields. I don't think he was as bad as people think he was. But yeah, I think it's probably a net positive to the over because I think way more interceptions come into play, which for Pittsburgh could easily go the other way. This kid could explode at any point in the game for a 70-yard run, which could help the total. And yeah, I think it's all in all a net positive for the total.
Yep. Make sure you watch our live show, though. That's the best way to get our best number. If you don't, and you're not signed up in Discord, sign up in the freaking Discord. You got 25 minutes before the first kick of the games, and turn on your notifications. Simple as that. And again, free week. Sign up for the monthly plan. Make sure you put in the code Nuke NFL. Ramon Scott's going to join us here. He's going to give us the Steam report. I do just want to say this about our Steelers Falcons bet. It's with the total. It was 41.5 this morning. Right around 8:30 this morning, it goes up to 42, then 42.5, briefly touched 43, and now it's back down to 42.5. But we got the best number as it stands right now. So tell us a little bit about our guest here. I'm going to bring Ramon onto the show. Tell us about our guest here, Mr. Keg.
Yeah, Ramon's been a friend for a while since I started the YouTube channel. And, he's a full-time bettor like myself. And he monitors steam and line movement about as well as anybody that I know. So when I thought about this show this morning, I was like 12:30 market moves. Steam's going to matter. I reached out to Ramon and I was like, hey, you got 10 minutes a week? Because I would love to get you on just to track the steam. And he was like, anything for you, bud. So yeah, Ramon, thank you very much for coming on, man.
Well, yeah, I'm into, I know how to market a little bit. I mean, showing up here with you, Keg, and with Holden. I don't know though, Jason, I look old. We've been on a long time, right? Even before the pandemic. I look like I've aged, but you look like you're going the wrong way.
I'm getting skinnier. And that's the only reason why I look younger. It's because I'm getting skinnier. But I assure you, I'm getting older and I could barely move.
Hey, Ramon, good to meet you, first of all. Second of all, it's the mustache. Third of all, right, for those that are joining us, and we've got a lot of new bettors or new people that are signing up right now. Can you talk a little bit about Steam, live movement, and what it means and whether or not people should be taking account of this and maybe betting certain ways because of the moves?
Yeah, and maybe the joke is on me here in week one. I think Holden, these numbers have had a little bit longer to marinate than our regular 1 week numbers. So really the information I'm going to give you is kind of the biggest steam that we've seen leading up to these games. In some of the games, it's happened even more than a week ago, but we'll also try here with our limited time to give you what's happened today. I think the one key here is it's such a widely thrown around term, right? But really when you're talking about true steam, that's reported by the major line services. We're talking about the Don Best, the Sports Insights, the Unabated, the Spankies. It's really one book maybe that triggers it, but immediately all the books follow, and they call the screen that lights up, right? You see that even on the free line services where the whole line is red, right? Not just one isolated book where no one's followed. This is usually a coordinated event, sometimes triggered by an injury or some news. We've seen a little bit here today, maybe not the effects with Wilson going out or with Tyreek or anything because he's going to play, but more so sometimes when even one of those, especially in NFL, when a big service sends out their number and then here comes a bunch of people dropping dimes.
Yep.
We think the markets are huge, but remember what the books are usually keying on is those bettors, gamblers, groups that are successful. And that's what we can kind of give you here with the tools provided. We also can break down whether the steam is has been determined as successful or not in the past. We don't know if it's going to win or lose, just like our picks, right? But we are able to track the books and see which books actually have been successful in monitoring the steam and moving accordingly and, beating the number on their own. Because again, kind of like with those books, Holden, when you hear these books complaining, right? If you can't make money off your winners, then you're probably in the wrong business. That's why we see other than the big marketing and everything. We better roll. Let's go.
Ramon, you know what's wild? Like 20 years later, and like it's still Chris and Pinnacle that where you see a ton of the lines move initially, still even today.
Oh, no doubt about it. And the ones that we deem successful are actually the ones that you might think would be the ones. Circa, Heritage, Pinnacle, but also what might be considered the two squarest books online, or maybe just the biggest marketing bases. I can talk those books too, I'm sure, on this freewheeling channel with you guys. Bovada and Bet Online, they also are extremely sharp, only because maybe they're a little tighter on their limits or whatever with big bettors, but also they have to respond more quickly because of their large market share.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about it now. What games, what teams, if there are any players that you're following, but games and teams, where are we seeing the most movement right now, Ramon?
Well, just go right down the board, maybe just a minute or two, a second or two on each game, and you guys respond. Please. Jacksonville and Miami. The biggest noticeable steam move here was on the under this in preparation in the run up to this. But again, you're looking at a pretty high number here anyways. The steam really hasn't affected the move too much, but the under has been the biggest push in the Jacksonville-Miami game, and that's what we're seeing today as well. And those moves have been successful. I would say the move on the under there is probably the right look from the sharps. Jacksonville, Miami under has been the steam. Nothing really on the side.
Okay, so that's the first one. Any other games we're starting to see line shift half a point or unimaginably a full point?
Oh, for sure. In Pittsburgh and Atlanta today, we actually saw the steam come over, but some sharp reverse line movement back to the under. The steam has been over for the most part in the Steelers-Falcons game, but the buyback has been more significant. The under that people have been grabbing here looks to be a little bit more successful. So maybe that's just keeping a little bit of value in there in that move. Also, Giants-Vikings, the move has been to the over here, which you might look at it a kind of skeptical here with the quarterback situation coming in, but we've seen this one tick up here right now. Open 41, now 42, and that's where it's going to hang.
Yeah, the one thing about that Atlanta game is like the market's so down on Justin Fields in general, and I don't think that the market has fully priced in what Kirk Cousins is going to mean to this Atlanta offense. So I totally get that. We took like over 41 and a half, I think. Right. Yeah. So what's it at right now? 42 and a half, pushing back though.
Right now, 42 flat at circa, 41 and a half at some of the square books.
Yeah, that's fair. What else you got?
Carolina, New Orleans, more steam to the under here, but you might be getting the value. Sometimes that's what you kind of look for. If you see some steam and you like it, and the books weren't necessarily recording. Remember, the professional move is the steam. People want to just say if they see a move, they're like, oh, that got steamed. Well, maybe got moved, but the steam was Panthers, Saints, under, but look at that number. It's actually higher than the general opener, 39 and a half to 40. You guys, Holden, look at this. Am I missing something? Is there some rule that's going to make all these games have 2.5 points more than basically what we've seen on average the last two seasons in weeks 1, 2, and 3, where scoring has been down, even almost a full touchdown down from that opening week out of the pandemic? The last two seasons have been drastically under, but not today. Look at these numbers; they're very, very high. Actually,
you would think that because like all the it's really smart guys that are way smarter than you and I have priced in the new kickoff rule at about 1.5 points to the over. So like that's going to matter for sure. But yeah, I I don't know. This is such an offensively driven league, man, in 2024. Like, I just think these numbers are going to continue to climb as the years go through, the more they change these rules. But yeah, it is a big difference from the first 2 weeks last year, no doubt.
Yeah, and we'll see. It does pick up a little bit, but you look at average scores, first 3 weeks of the season are going to be, almost way under these numbers. Yeah, these 41s or something there, but Titans and Bears, the steam came in on the over there, the general steam, Titans and Bears. But again, you're just basically holding it a 43 right there right now. Cardinals and Bills, here's a side finally. The Cardinals took the steam here. Look, it's a pretty popular play among professional handicappers a little bit, right? Because Kyler Murray's kind of the king of the back door, but they kind of took those hooks off of there, or those sevens out here, and you're looking at mostly 6.5 right now. Also, the Colts took steam, believe it or not, against these Texans, and the Texans are the one that the move is on. And they were up from an opener of as low as 1.5 up to 3 here, but early on it was the Colts from the Sharps. So
right,
go ahead.
Completely, I could not agree with that more. Every power rating that I respect, including my own, have this line somewhere between the Texans minus about 0.8 of a point, anywhere to about 1.2. So this line on the road makes no sense. And I'm about as high as you can be on the Houston Texans. I don't understand why this line is 3. I think you can only look towards taking the dog here at a field goal.
We love our home dogs in the NFL. This is it. This is it right here, right? So yep. There's some technicals there. Chargers and Raiders, the move was to the under here, Chargers and Raiders. And again, this one actually has followed through, right? As high as 43 on the openers there a little bit, all the way down to 40.5. You probably missed the boat if you were looking to get on that under here. Being a Chargers fan, guys, I'm kind of believing in Harbaugh. Like, it doesn't matter what's going on, he'll correct it all. And I don't know how you'd take a job with the Spanos family, but
it's money. You shut them up.
I'm going to run up the score here. I'm going to have a great season. I'm going to keep parlaying all season. I'm going to buy the team, moving back to San Diego, and I'm going to leave Vegas and build a new stadium down there here. But no, I seriously believe that he's probably talking about Harbaugh. He's probably arrogant enough to figure it doesn't matter. I'll just rule the roost here. What are these guys going to do? The program is practically, non-existent with the owners. They're kind of bickering anyways, the Spanos family, about what's going on. And, when they moved the team, Holden, they looked at old Spanos there in his bed there, unfortunately, as he was sick. And they said, "Hey, Dad, if we can move the team, wink." Of course, he's basically sitting there like a vegetable. So they had the last say on that. Let me keep going here.
Wow, I wasn't expecting some hospice jokes today. This is out of left field, Ramon.
We're on Nuke the House.
I like it. Nuke the dad. All right, what else we got here?
Yeah, what else we got?
Commanders here took this steam a little bit this week as well against the Bucks. We've seen it go from maybe 4 to 3.5 a little bit here. Yeah, you got a rookie quarterback on the road. Does seem a little bit suspect, but you're really going to trust Baker to cover a number there, I would guess, might be the thinking of the Sharps there. Also here, Denver and Seattle, we've seen a move. This one moving here right now. This one actually has followed through on the over in this one. With Nix, I would think at quarterback here, maybe the stability, maybe Seattle can get it together at home a little bit with Geno. Look at that one. Seattle opened 4.5, as high as 6.5 here on the side, and that was reported as some steam as well. And let you guys wrap up your show, but this one had a double move here. Browns and the over tonight against the Cowboys here. The line doesn't necessarily reflect too heavy of a move of late, but from early on, there was.
Yeah, I agree, Ramon. Yeah. I think like CeeDee Lamb or Dak Prescott go down. I mean, if CD goes down, this offense is atrocious. They could be a 6 or 7 win team. I think the Browns are the side here. And like an important note for everybody, generally in week 1, dogs anywhere between like 1 point and 6 points, I believe, over the last decade have blindly covered the spread at like 61%. So like taking dogs early, especially week 1, has been a winning formula, but it's always a case by case dependent.
Yeah, and we didn't get our division dogs here. Go ahead, Holden.
No, that's it. We gotta run here and get our best bets out. Ramon, plug whatever you got, buddy.
You killed it. Thank you,
Plug
Mike.
it.
And again, I think the information we have will be a little bit more significant in the weeks to come. Like I said, these lines, they've been open all summer long. So
6 months.
Other than these little bitty moves that have been coming in here off this information, we've seen nothing really breaking as far as the personnel. Even that Steelers situation might be kind of a neutral at quarterback. So I'll listen to what you guys have to say, take it off air, and I think next week we'll kill it even again.
Real quick, Ramon, where do they find your stuff?
Please, every morning I'm at a new channel. I just left a big channel for a small channel. You know what I'm saying, Holden?
You took a partnership.
You took a chance on Chase. I took a chance with some guys, and I'm over at a channel called Sports Money every day, 9 a.m. Eastern, 6 Pacific. I do about hopefully 75 to 90 minutes previewing the whole card every day. Just check me out there. The channel is called Sports Money.
Good.
Thank
We're
you,
going to
buddy.
go into business together. Ken doesn't know what he's doing. He just said, come on the show. We're going to go do business. You take care of yourself, Ramon.
See you guys soon. Thanks,
Sorry to
Holden.
hurt your feelings, Keg. Yeah. First of all, Ramon, totally awesome guest. Second of all, you don't even know how to do notifications. So I finally did the notifications. I'm very excited.
I mean, listen, when you're a winner, you run with other winners. You know?
That's terrific. I like the guy, and I think it was an absolutely terrific play.
Yeah,
here.
he's
Okay.
great. He's great.
Couple thoughts I want to get from you. Then we're going to give out some bets, and then again at the top of the hour, like 7 minutes away, we are going to have the NFL Live Line show where Keg and the boys are going to make live bets all day. And then I'll join Keg again tonight, 8:15 Eastern. Rams and Lions will be live betting that game this evening. So long day, fun day. Very excited. All right, Keg. So what do you make of this Tyreek Hill situation? He gets cuffed outside of the stadium today.
That's wild.
First of all, Tyreek Hill, bad guy. He beat the pregnant woman. He allegedly did something else with a woman. Now he's doing this. He's a very affable person, but deep down it seems like
what do you mean, Holden? You don't like people that have 5 kids in 1 year with 5 different women when they're married?
Actually respect that. It's the violence part that I don't like. I'm not a big fan of that. But let me ask you something, because I think it was Mason in the chat. He's like, I'm just going to throw down a bet on a Tyreek first TD. And I'm like, you know what? I got a free bet. Let's do it. What do you see out of Tyreek today? Or do you attack this game a different way from a player prop side, or do you just fade it?
I'll tell you, when I saw him in handcuffs, I immediately went to go bet Waddle. I went to go bet Waddle like 100+. I didn't put it on the website, but just to throw it in my back pocket. I mean, Waddle's capable of doing that when Hill's on the field, so I'm not really worried about it. But I think that Miami is decimated on defense. And I don't know if that's going to play into the spread here. I lean Miami, and I still lean slightly over. I know Yeague likes that play a lot. I think he backed them, and I respect his opinion in this league. So I'll lean over. Free play that we're going to give out for today. Cincinnati Bengals don't have a wide receiver, boys. Like, not one. Jamar Chase is going to play, barely, going to be limited. Higgins out. The kid that I can't pronounce his name looks to be solid. But no book wants to line the kid out. Like, you could find him at like one spot. What does that leave us with? Chase Brown, sweetheart. Over. We're on him 14.5 receiving yards. And we took his 25+ at 2-1, his 30+ at 3-1. Joe Burrow's line's 240 something yards. Who's he throwing the ball to, bro?
It's Yasivish. That's who he's throwing to.
Give me Chase Brown for everything I got.
So not
also, that guy that Holden said that I can't pronounce his name.
Yasivish. I
don't hate it at like the 50+ line at even. Yeah. It was plus 120 last night. And the 75+ number at plus 380, which is now plus 320. Could have got a better number last night. But again, who is he throwing the ball to? So, yeah. Big Chase Brown guy today.
I think Jamar is going to play a little bit more than 20 or 30 snaps. Just my opinion, though. But He's not feeling good. Big deal. The contract thing, was he making $1 million this year? I would have sat my ass out at this point. He should just sit and be like, screw it, guys, try and win without me. Anyways, that's one thing. The second thing is I gave out a couple of picks for Friday Night Football, not on the sheet. I texted you, not on the sheet. We took Jaden Reed.
You think I have time to put
everything
your
up?
plays
You
on
said
the
you and Ray send me your picks. That's fine. Another couple of wins.
Wait,
haven't
you
lost
have
a bet this year.
access. You have access to the spreadsheet.
I don't know how to use it. I don't know anything about technology except for doing YouTube and writing SEO. So here's what I'm going to give you today.
College football season, baby. 7-2 last week.
Yeah.
4-1 yesterday.
Yeah.
We are off and running.
All right. So listen.
Hold up.
What?
Hold up.
What's more important than my quarter unit don't tell?
Listen, bro. Listen, I said we're off and running, and that can only mean one thing.
Don't make me twerk yet. We haven't hit a bet yet. Today. All right.
Let's go. I'm fucking pumped, bro. I cannot.
You got another 12 hours of content to do today. Okay. Chill
All right.
out,
give out your quarter.
All right. Here's what I got. So we did the show earlier in the week. I got on the Titans plus 4.5. You can still get them at plus 4. So I took the Titans plus 4.5, and then back to James Cook. James Cook over his number. I think it's up from 58.5 to like 60.5 now, but I do that. I took him 70. I took him 80, and I said, screw it. If he's getting 90, he might as well get 100. So I'm going James Cook over 58.5, over 70, over 80, over 100.
Okay.
We're all in on James Cook today. And
I can get behind it.
Now, hold on a second. You're on some wide receivers from that game, so it scared me a little bit, but maybe, just maybe, there's everything.
It's still, I get where you're coming from. They could go very run heavy this year with Allen and Cook, but it's still Josh Allen. He likes to sling it. I don't know, considering they lost about 2,000 yards of production in Diggs and Davis. I don't know how Shakir and those guys don't nuke this year. So
I love Shakir bets. I love what you did today. So again, what's your best bet as we come in here, as we get done with this show and head off to the live line?
Yeah, we're going with Chase Brown. Over 14.5 is what we gave out. I don't know what the current line is. If it's 15.5, I'm okay with that too.
So you just say that you're up to it. You're good with him up to 15, over up 15.5.
Yeah, I'm really probably good over that too. So
just receive. Oh, really?
Yeah.
But you didn't ladder this guy, did you?
Yeah, I did up to third. All right, 30.
So we're at 14.5 minus 30, 14.5 minus 11 at Bet Rivers, or at Bet MGM is the best number. I'm seeing Sugar House 13.5 minus 120. Can that be possible that that's still live right now? That was a couple days ago. No way that's still there. Anyways, that is our show. So every Sunday morning, 30 minutes before it starts, we'll get Ramon on. We'll talk about the live movement. We'll talk about our best bets, and then we're going to get you ready here. So, Nuke NFL, sign up for your 1 week free trial. Go to a monthly plan at nukethehouse.com. Monthly plan. We won't charge you. Sign up for the free week. We're going to take care of you there. That's the first thing. Second of all, plug the show coming up in just a couple of minutes here, Keg.
Yeah, you guys know that how invaluable that my guys are to me, because they allow us all to look at every game all at once, and they bounce things off of me. And it is a huge part of the reason why we did not have a losing month last NFL season. And we made 158 units betting a 1 unit max risk. There are not many people on the planet that can say that they did that last year. I encourage everybody to take advantage of the 1 week free trial. Go over to the website. We will be live for every single NFL game this year, as long as my back holds up and everything's good. So today from 1:15 till 7 p.m., I'll be with the boys. We'll take a little break. I'll come back with Holden at about 8:15 for the Sunday night football game. Tomorrow, Holden and I will be live doing a little recap. And then we'll be live again tomorrow night. And it's day after day after day. Football content, MMA content, NASCAR content, PGA content, and we crush.
Time to make that money, buddy. That's what this is all about. All All right, so you're going to wait 15 minutes and then come on. So I'm going to go run upstairs, put all the TVs on, get ready to watch Keg and the boys. Again, it's a free show today, but going forward, you're going to have to pay for it. Get your notifications on. Keg, good to talk to you, buddy. Let's get some money. Put the damn graphic up because it is time now to nuke the house. Let's go, Keg.